Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenneth. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV today. Today is Wednesday, August 14, 2024. I want to welcome all of you to this edition as we dive into Liberians on ending issues. Today we are going to be doing open mic, and you know when it's open mic, it means that nothing is off limit, nothing is off the table. As long as we remain within the confines of this platform is issue driven, nothing but the issues. So I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. I want to encourage everybody to share the show so we can get this thing started right away. It's important that you share the show. No matter where you are, which platform you are following us from, sharing the show is the best way.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Play Paris who make on you. I can't ask you TV menu. Say my journey, Tina get as a man, and he's no money. The more I know, and you love
Let's go TV the best in Liberia. Let's go TV the best in Africa. Let's go TV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Let's go TV the best in Liberia. Let's go TV the best in Africa. Let's go TV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Maggie B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Let's go TV the best in Liberia. Let's go TV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Play Paris who make on you. I can't ask you TV menu. Say my journey, Tina get as a man, and he's no money. The more I know, and you love
Let's go TV the best in Liberia. Let's go TV the best in Africa. Let's go TV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money. yaina kodubwa ya tumale, yaina Guinea ya tumale, yaina Somalia ya tumale, yaina Conakry ya tumale, yaina kodubwa ya tumale, yaina Pakistan ya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. And of course, SKTV, the best in the whole wide world. Johnson Mebonkola is here. Mona Lagret is here. And I believe Lauren Marshall Mo will also be here in a minute. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. Today is Wednesday, the 14th of August, 2024. Like Mabon will always say, the year remains the same. We stay in 2024. We still have about probably 5 months to go, or 6 months, whatever that is. But we are still, in 2024. But interestingly, 2024 is kind of filled with a lot of drama, a lot of happenings in our country, a lot of exposure, and a lot of good things, and some a lot of not so good things. Everything just going headed, scatter. Everybody just going crazy. Hopefully, we will get our country together. Some days we don't know when, but as is right now, those leading us are actually throwing the country, headed, scatter. Everybody going crazy. Like the song used to be, back in the day, we used to have this song say, "Town so hot, town so hot." Everybody going crazy. Everybody going banana. Everybody going confused. Right now, we don't know what's going on. We don't know who to trust. We don't know who is fair, who is a clean hand in Liberia. When you think that this person is clean, then you see something, you say When you think the other person here that is clean man, when you know you can say Almost everybody is just crazy. Everybody going crazy. Everybody going confused. Nobody to trust. No leadership. Leaders are not leading. Corruption is on the rise. Nepotism say yeah me yeah. Corruption say yeah me yeah. Stealing and daylight say yeah me yeah. So nobody to trust. Everybody just getting confused. However, Mona is here, and my boy Johnson Mebonkola is here. We are here to shine light on all the criminals and nepotists and all the people that are doing bad things in our country. We are here. I know President Mo will be joining us shortly. So hopefully we will have a full house today. Everybody will be here to put all of these things in order. But yes, let's go to Liberia. Mona, how you doing? And what's going on in Dredu, Grandira County, and Liberia at large? What's going on? I can see the smile. You know that thing, everything going good, eh? Yeah, you like that. You laughing.
Thank you, Mr. Karen.
It's like they got equal and land.
Yeah,
No, not about Eagle Land. Thank you, Mr. Karen. Remember, what's everybody doing? Hats up to all our followers, everyone.
I'm okay. Let me say thank you too for always checking. That's just so magnificent. Let me appreciate you on the popular radio. That indeed, that's the best way to go, to check on your colleague, to know how they're coming on and how they're doing. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Yeah, Mr. Karen, thank you so much. Grandeur is cool. I'm laughing because at least the show SKTV show is making headways in the county in the southeast.
Great.
So I'm very happy that whenever we pass, when I go other places, book quality and thing, or the SKTV show, we're making us to rather understand things, opening our eyes and thing. So I hope you guys will be on every time to educate us and thing. I say show we'll be on every day, every minute, every second. One God give her the life and thing we will be able to talk to you people to educate all of us to see how best we can move the counties forward and the country at large. Yeah.
Thank you, Mona. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Melbourne, what's going on? What's going on? In Morovia, the center of the gravity, because Morovia is a place that we have all eyes on, and there where all the criminals are.
All the happiness.
Most of the good people are there too. But most of the criminals there, they are bloody working. Not all of them, but maybe 99.9% of them. I mean, nobody to trust anymore in our country. But God there. Maybe what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
So like you said, God is there. No, mostly you better make it come up with the thing you talking about. That you gotta be careful, my brother. So indeed, oh, so God is there, and we are all moving strong. Like you said, let me say good evening again to all of our followers, our viewers, listeners, supporters, and even those of you that respectfully disagree with us. Let me say good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for always following this platform, making sure that even sometimes when we are asleep, you will call us. Sometimes through your calls, we can wake up from sleep and say, oh yes, it's time for SKTV to come on. So thank you. And in one way or the other, you are also contributing to the growth and development of SKTV through our communication to our public or to the people out there. So I want to say thank you so much for everything that you've been doing and keep doing, please. Thank you. So again, yes, Sekou, you are correct. Today is Wednesday, having to be the 14th of August, and the year, you will say, we already in the 8th month of the year 2024. So indeed, gradually, we are winding down on 2024, as some we want to say. So on this morning, we woke up this morning with the news coming from the Ministry of Popular Service Labor. Yes, indeed, the news this morning coming from the Ministry of Labor this morning about the employees locking the gate or the door of the Ministry of Labor. So employees locked doors at the Ministry of Labor after hearing that 51 of their colleagues will be dismissed. So pertaining to that news, they had to lock the entrance of the ministry this morning, and I think there have been some intervention by some government officials, including the CSA boss. So yes, again, that what happened this morning. But barely 24 hours after the Civil Service Agency or the CSA boss urged the Maneuver City Corporation MCC mayor to immediately relieve 9 employees who are consistently engaged in dangerous and destructive social media campaign against public officials. Officially today, we've been seeing a lot of letters and parading on the social media with about 3 employees letters. 3 employees out of the 9 that have been dismissed immediately, some will say effective immediately on today, but yesterday, I think they were giving the letters on yesterday because letter is dated on the 13th of August. So that may not happen also on yesterday. And there are mixed reactions to that the Civil Service Agency had no jurisdiction to recommend for people dismissal. And the MCC is also in error. We're seeing a lot of lawmakers posting here and there, including our own Representative Honorable Musa Hassan Benete, also calling on President Joseph Yema Boakai to take serious action or to come and address some of the issues that are going on, because this is a serious security threat, according to the lawmaker of District Number 7, Nimba County. So again, we move on with this story about the final official turning over or dedication of the foundation or Cloud Hope Foundation officially on today. That foundation has been finally turned over. That means the door has opened for use, and that place is located in Marshall, Margibi County, and there are a lot of opportunities that will be given to a lot of young people according to the foundation owner or those who will be head-spearheading the foundation. So far so good. These are some of the happening back home. Sekou, Steve, Brazilian Monk, and Muna, as we go along. Any other later news, we're going to update our people as to where are we. But there are a lot of mixed reactions to some of the news that we just gave on not too long.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mabon. Let's welcome Brazilian Monk, the chief analyst of SKTV. Again, Brazilian Monk, my man, what's going on?
What's up, Chief, and what's up to the rest of the listening audience?
The biggest question to you. the people are answering questions. People say, "What are they may come from behind the curtain?" We won't be seeing it in face. So, how close are we? How close are we to to Brazilian monk getting behind the curtain?
Yeah,
Because
I'm waiting.
the complaint was coming from Muna already. They say Muna got to get out of that. She's too beautiful.
Man,
Even was sad, so she got to show face. So
I
now
know.
they want to know when you will show face.
Well, I will come from behind the curtain hopefully by next month when my picking starts school, because he always interrupting. I believe if I'm on camera, I will be more of a distraction to the show than being a contributor. So we're getting there little by little. The recovery process is going great. So, like, even in the hospital, like, you got people coming in and out of the room. It's just a total distraction. So I'm like, you know what, let me just stay behind the scene. When he goes back to school, even though I won't be available for the rest of the week, maybe on the weekends, but I will be off the camera. I will be on camera now. I will get that change. I will get that leverage to be on instead of being off, because that way I won't have nobody coming in. I got two little guys that are always disturbing me like every 5 minutes, and I have to be monitoring throughout the day. So for now, it's a little bit challenging. So, but I will come from behind the scene.
Yeah, but anyway, other than that, how you doing? How's everything? How my boy doing? He's doing good?
Man, we're doing great. Thank God for everything. And the time moves so fast, like Melbourne was saying. It almost like we live in a different time zone. That's how I feel. Like, I don't know whether it's a shift in life that when you are much younger, you monitor time differently. Because a year seems like 6 months and a month seems like 2 weeks to me. That's how fast the time moves. I can't believe that a few days from now we'll be in the 9th month of the year. And it just seemed like yesterday when we say, "Oh, Happy New Year." And one thing I like to reference when it comes to the whole thing about the time, I said, think about when Georgia was inaugurated. I can remember when they went to the SKD and the stadium was filled to the rafters, and you couldn't believe how 6 years just came and went by like in a snap. It's the same old thing that we are experiencing. You will be right here, and the end of this presidency will come. You won't even believe that it has been 6 years. That's just how fast time go by. It just elapses so quick. And yesterday we had some bad news from Minnesota. I think it's a disgrace to our community, like I always say, that in our community, the Kenyan lady won by less than 1,000 votes. She beat Russell by less than 48 votes. I think 47 to be exact. In the predominantly Liberian.
Hold on, 47 votes?
Yeah, 47. I think she had 999 and Russell had, I think, 950 something. So
we not got 1,000 people in Liberian community. We got more than 5,000 or 10,000 over there.
I woke up this morning with people doing all kind of fake analysis. Oh, some people are not eligible to vote. Some people never had a voter education. They say, "Oh, yeah, you got your 40,000 Liberian boys." Not all of them. Like my sister, my brother, it's just common sense. If you have 40,000 Liberian, the largest concentration of Liberian living outside of Liberia is in Minnesota. And in the Brooklyn Park community constitute the largest portion of that particular number. You only need 1 out of every 40 Liberian to vote for Russell for him to win. 1 out of 40. And you telling me, in your community, a Kenyan lady that ended up losing an election in California moved to Minnesota and beat you in your own backyard. What kind of excuse can you give? Well, Segu, let's continue the show. We'll get to that later.
That's Liberia. That's Liberia for you. And it's everywhere. In our tribal organizations, in our community organizations, in Liberia, in our politics, we are so petty, we are so small in our thinking, we don't think out of the box, we always holding on trivial things that don't matter, and some of those trivial things cannot impact the future of our community. Can you imagine? 1,000, we can get more than 1,000 people voting in our regular things.
Yeah, less than 1,000.
But we had less than 1,000 people voted. I'm disappointed in the people of Minnesota, to be honest. And some of our friends that can come on here, they will come to and palm up the guy.
Oh, yeah.
And they even campaigning against the guy.
Yeah.
Campaigning against your own for someone else from different country, from different community. Well, probably that's why we are who we are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why Liberia looking the way you're looking.
The way you're looking, yeah. Even the people that oversee that you think they're supposed to do.
Yeah, so even people that are living, outside of the country, you think say some of them,
it's a cultural thing.
I think it differently, but
Yeah.
this is so disheartening, for our community. But that's Liberia for you. So Mung, we have confluence of issues in Liberia. You don't even know where to start from. That's why we decided to open the mic, to say open mic.
Yeah.
So we can go all over the place, one topic at a time. When you think that you have some clean hands, you have some people in Liberia that you can look up to, but then when some news come up again, and you say, "Oh,
Yeah.
wow," you be like, "Wow." So one of the recent one that we saw, especially came out last night, they're saying that about 139 million United States dollars have been spent at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, covering the period of our past 3 or 4 presidents, to include finance ministers under Ellen, under George Weah, under Joseph Nima Boakai now, that $139 million, they're now $139,000, 139 million United States dollars being spent with no receipt, no traceable yeah, God. When the $16 billion saga started, Joe Weah went and hired Crow. They came in, they said, they found out that the central bank has no system wherein it can trace the expenditure, the outgoing and the incoming funds. No way to know how the money's, being taken out of our country in the bank account. We thought it was just the central bank at the time. And then when SKTV reported that there were some $50,000 coming out of the central bank monthly for the city of Monrovia for the purpose of cleaning the city. When we reported that there were some $10,000 and $15,000 coming from the central bank and the maritime, to some individuals beside their pay. I didn't know how it was happening, but then when the IMF took over, or when IMF came in to help the Liberian government in managing the central bank after when they had taken all the money that were deposited there by the investment partners or donor countries, if you will, to include Great Britain, United States, France, Germany, Norway, and other donor countries. When they came out to say, well, you'll be taking our money, you'll be taking the money, using it for the unintended purposes. Now is, getting out of hand. We need all our money back. We thought it was just the central bank. But not knowing that all of the agencies and ministry and government, there's no system. So what happened to the education we always boast of? What happened to all the educated people that have been serving in Liberian government? How do we have a country, people taking money out with no way of tracing it, no receipt? What kind of country is this? Mong, I don't know how possible. I can just process this, but how was this possible to have a country, Ministry of Finance and Planning, Development Planning? How the country going to move forward? And how was this possible, Mong? Help me understand. I don't know. How was this possible?
The thing is, it's not that. It's a very simple. We'll be talking about the constitution. It's not that the system is not there. They will come in place and put in system. They will have their financial system, their own internal audit. They have control system. But when they're ready to steal, they got to bypass the system because in Liberia, most of our transactions, they are not electronic transactions. Like in America here, you go to the post office, using debit card, they get transaction system where you don't have to use physical cash. In the case of Liberia, because the 139 million was between 2017 to 2021, but it's a history dating back as far as 1980. That's what the article said, going back to the dual regime from the military junta. No, they will bypass the system because when you have a system in place that gives rules and regulations as to how you can move money here and there, you got to come with vouchers, you got to come with receipt, somebody got to stamp it, somebody got to sign it, you got to have witnesses. No. All they do, they just go over there. That's why I call the country a Chinese buffet. You just go there and take the money. You do all the counter transaction. It's the same thing happening in other autonomous agencies or state-owned enterprises. You generate funds there. The money you generate, you put in your pocket. You report what you choose to report. It's a very same thing happening from the central bank and the finance ministry, which happens to be the money houses for the entire economy. It's the same thing from the central bank. You conduct millions of dollars in over-the-counter transaction without receipt. So when you bring these auditing firms or the GSC, they can't even reconcile because, Sekou, when they talk about audit, what our auditor does is you give me the record that's available and then I can put the financial and the accounting practice to know what happened. But if you cannot even give me the record, how do I even conduct the audit? So the audit is just open-ended. So at a certain point in time, the auditor will even be based on the piece of information you give them, they will be able to make some projection. That is, they are only making an estimate, but they can give you definitively the exact amount of, or let's just say the variance between the figure that is actually reported versus the one that you can document. So at the end, the same thing happened with cross-report. Cross-report, the investigation say, you know what? Our report is inconclusive because some of the document that we need, you deliberately withheld. And so how do you call that an audit? And the sad thing is the Bwaka administration is not even doing this audit, or the audit was never conducted with the intention of even prosecuting people. So it's just like a beauty contest. Because where this audit is going, I was listening to the lawmaker today, how they call him, Clarence guy on the OKFM. I didn't end the show, maybe we'll go into it tomorrow, talking about how 21 million was taken from the budget and shifted. How they took another 19 million and put it on an administrative aspect of the budget. Like, it's just like I said, it's money laundering, it's criminality at the finest, and the people who are in position of power are the ones doing this to the ordinary Liberian people. That's just why it is.
Yeah, so Mong, I understand people can bypass the system to take the money. But the way the money can come in, we know that. We know exactly. Let's say, for example, they're stealing a lot of money. Like the last time we heard on the Bwaka government, the National Port Authority director said that they raised $6 million, and about $2 million made it to the LRA.
And people are celebrating he did well.
And people were celebrating, dancing. They said they generated $6 million, but $2 million made it to the Liberian Revenue Authority. So what happened to the $4 million? So now, the $2 million that made it to the LRA, that will be deposited in the government consolidated account, correct? That's how it's supposed to be, right? At the Ministry of Finance, then the Ministry of Finance will have all the documentation and put it in the bank, in the central bank. So if the $2 million is there, and that $2 million out of a sudden is missing, so the president and his advisors, all the financial experts, all the auditors, because they do internal audit as well. We're supposed to have internal audit in all the ministries and agencies that can work in collaboration with GSC. So you know the money is there. If the money is missing, you have no way of tracing as to how the money was taken out of the account. Does it make sense for you to hope the people responsible who are taking care of the money? I put the money there for you to keep it. The money is missing. You think who do you think take the money? Is it not the people that are taking care of the money? So it seems like the finance ministry, as it has been reported, they own the country money. So when you're a finance minister, you decide whatever you want to do with the country money. You give it to who you want to give it to. That's why the president, most of the president and the finance ministers are like, their children, like their son. They direct them. They tell them, go and take this amount and bring it to me. And they just go and get it. And the finance minister will just go and take money out anytime, at will. No, I mean, I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm flabbergasted. I'm discouraged. Yeah. To be honest, I'm discouraged.
It's sad.
This is a sad time for our country. It's not supposed to be like this. So now, Gafon that has been talked about for possibly coming back to the finance ministry. Amara Kone, the Boyman Kamara who served twice, and other guys. What can they say about all of these things that we are seeing right now? What could be their possible defense? Lawrence, welcome. How you doing? We're not hearing
Late coming.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know you keep late, but you were not on. You were not online. I sent you a message.
Yeah.
I think a lot of stuff.
I just saw the message because
you know what responded.
No, sorry, Chief. Sorry, I came on. As soon as I got to network area, I saw the message. So at that time, I was supposed to be on the show. So I will face him behind the scene in the evening.
That's okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad that you got a message and you are on here. So Mung, what do you think Amara Kone, Boyman Kamara? I can't even mention the other rule. What do you call it? Samuel Tue now, because Joe Baker government already said that Samuel Tue the criminal. But what happened to other alleged criminals? What would they say now? If they were in control of the finances and money were taken out of the country, or the country cover, with no receipt, no traceable system to show to the people what and how their money is being spent. What can they say? What can they tell the Liberian people now? Some of them have ambition.
Yeah, to come and loot more,
to come to be president.
Yes.
I see why everybody, no matter where they go, no matter where
they always want to go back to Liberia.
They always want to go back to Liberia to serve.
Yes.
Same thing that they serve, but they aren't serving. They just go there to loot. I know all the people there over there in Liberia there that are serving. You know, sometimes the local Liberians, when I see them, some of them frowns on our people that are coming out of the United States to serve in government. You know, they expect a lot from them. They expect them to know better or to do better. But they will come here, they know the system, they work in the system here, they respect the system here, everything. But when they go to Liberia, they loot Liberia. But then again, when you say, okay, the one that never go anywhere, that they went to school in Liberia, you know, they being there in the system. When you get an opportunity, you can say maybe they put in, they are more patriots, or they love the country so much because they grew up in the system. They never been anywhere. They know what it is to see people suffering. They too, they suffer. They grew up in the trenches and everything. But then they too, when they get the position again, they become worse. Look at what happened to the less of McGill, Bill Traore, Jefferson Koji. McGill's money was so crazy with money until you start building, you know, apartment for his dead mother. Jefferson Koji that could not rent 2-bedroom for himself, building mansions, because receiving $50,000 a month to clean the city. At this time, the city was the dirtiest city in the world. Now, Joseph Boaga people there, some of them that used to be begging for transportation, some of them get an old car in the garage, they can't even afford to pay for it. The mechanic. Now they're riding $80,000 car, $100,000, $120,000 car. Joseph Boaga that said he was living on loan, who could not afford to pay his own medical fee, right at the door. He bought 5 cars for $120,000 each, because they think that the country money is just wasting. You can once you're given the power, you have the right to do whatever you want to do to the country money. Where is the sense of patriotism? Where is the love for country? Hey, my people. What did we do to deserve this, man, as a country? So, Mong, if I go to other, you know, our colleagues here, what could be a possible defense for Amara Kone, Gafwan, and all the other guys, Bama Kamara, who went there, who served twice? Now, the guy who is already indicted, and the rest of the people. What could be the possible defense here?
There can be no defense, because it's a cultural thing. It's an impunity system. That's why the GAC report told you that going back as far as 1980 up to 1985 and up to 1990. Mr. Kane, I want you and myself, we came to this country, we traveled halfway across the globe, we sat in universities and colleges all over the place. You see other national, you will never hear them talking about going back with the intent of working in government. There is only one country with that trend. It's only Liberia. No matter where they go, no matter how successful they are, no matter which job they get, they still want to leave what they are doing to come back to Liberia. And there's a reason for that. It's the incentive, where you work less and you get more, where you can rob people in broad daylight and they themselves won't know that you're robbing them. It's about the lack of accountability. You see, it's just part of human nature. When you can get something free, you always want to get it free and easy. If you're going to work here, you know, you and myself, for every time we go to work, we're on the clock, we pay a certain amount of our income in taxes. Even our own retirement, you got to contribute to it, right? Whether it's your Social Security or Medicare, you got to pay for these things. If you can go into a country and accumulate wealth within the quickest time possible, why make you think you want to work overseas? What make you think you want to? Because it's easy. It's the only place in the world that you can go and become wealthy overnight. I'm not saying that other countries are perfect, but in the case of Liberia, it's exceptional. It's different than any other country in the world. This, you okay? Take for example, let me just give you this scenario. You have more than 80 plus audit reports that are out, and just the discrepancies between the central bank and finance ministry. We're talking about 188 million versus 139 million within the period of 6 to 7 years. That's 327 million, close to $500 million. Do you know what that amount can do for the country called Liberia? Whether it's about roads, whether it's about school, whether it's about hospital, whether it's about investing in healthcare. Do you know how much that could do for the average person in Liberia? So my question today for the voters, for the listener and the people all over the country, what do you want to see before you say enough is enough? Because SKTV will come here, will tell you every day, we are not after the trending news. We are after the news that are most important, the one that will have a significant impact on your life. But we come out with these stories every day. And when these people call, they are like, what we are talking about is happening in another country. So my question to them will be, what you want to see before you, the people, can say, enough is enough, we can't take this any longer. Because I know there is something they call tipping point. You know they got something they call the rubber band mentality. When you scratch the rubber band, you can scratch it as far as you want, but certain place you reach, it can scratch beyond that limit. It will come by and sink you. The question to the Liberian people is, how far you want to scratch the rubber band before it can come back and smack you? Because as far as I'm concerned, your own government, they are the one that are waging war on you. Because when you deprive people of their benefit, when you deprive people of their livelihood, you are literally waging war on them. It's an economic warfare. It's a social warfare. It's a developmental warfare. So the question is, how long can you take this and how far are you willing to go before coming up to say enough is enough? And I don't know. And all the former finance ministers, none of them can defend it because they are all part and parcel of the problem. They all went there and did exactly the same thing. None of them is better than the other. It just changed the players, but again remain the same. It's a cutting. And I'm just telling you, it's only two of all the audit just between the central bank and the finance ministry. Transaction in the amount of $327 million without accountability or receipt or vouchers to substantiate or authenticate this transaction. Think about that. So I will stop there for now.
So let's hear from other guys, because after this particular segment, we're going to go to the part that Joseph Boakai is now becoming proven dictator. Now I'm so disappointed in my own friend and brother, Josiah Jokai, that I respect a lot, and I expect more from him, for him to have taken the microphone, to go stand in front of the camera, asking for government officials to be dismissed because of their social media posts, because they saw the president. What? I think Liberian people need to stand up, but we'll get to that. Let's talk about this money thing first. Muna, what do you think? What do you think is going on here? You think Liberia will ever be faced if we can have all the recent finance ministers involving in heavy financial scandal with no accountability, no receipt, squandering about 139 million? So
thank you, Mr.
How do you think Liberian people will actually react to this?
Thank you, Mr. Kana. In this country, the burdens we carry, not only the thoughts in our head, the heaviest burden is the blunder we made when we elected a bunch of hardcore criminals to govern our country. The heaviest burden, the mistake that we made, we elected a bunch of hardcore criminals to govern this beloved country. It's about time Liberia stand up in making sure our country, our counties move forward. Because you will think that you electing people, you put in power to do something, but whereby you are making a very great mistake that will bring us back. It's about time Liberians look in the mirror and see how best we can put the country on the path. Because we can have everything in this country, and then we have everything, but they say we are crying. We have the dynamo setting in Liberia, but the light is shining outside. It's about time we stand and look in the mirror to see our best we can put Liberia on the map. Because sometimes it's quite frustrating when you listen to the news of our country, you feel very, very frustrated. So it's about time Liberians stand up, first look in the mirror, not just one mirror, but one in the front, one at the back, to see how best we can put this country on the right path. That comes 2029, when we are electing people, we should elect people that can be on the right path. But we're just saying, just elect people, they're a bunch of criminals there, and they just enter the place, we let them, thinking that they're going to make things right, whereby it was a great mistake we made. It's about time that we stand up to see how best we can move their country forward. It's not about me and you, but the question is, what can I do? What can you do? What can we do in making sure our country is on the right path? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mona. That was so brilliant on your part. Yeah, so let's hear from Lawrence. Lawrence, I mean, this is a big news. How can we have a country with no paper, no documentation? Everybody, people supposed to be educated. People supposed to know all the books. They're supposed to understand all the finances, transaction, and how government works. But yet they take power and they don't even know how to keep receipt. They don't even know how to create a system wherein finances can be traced. What's going on?
Thank you, Mr. Kane. Thank you for the show. Thank you for that brilliant question this evening. Mr. Kane, once the mentality of the people have not changed, the mindset of the people, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Kane. The rule of law in the country is not working. And once it's not working, other people will be brave enough to steal. But before, if the rule of law in the country was actually working, people will be afraid. Let me tell you one thing. We live in a rural area in our country. There are some of our brothers who can be on the ballot paper campaign time, and they can be telling people, say, don't vote for somebody from America, because if you vote for the man will steal the money and go by America. I'm from here, vote for me. They are the worse than the people from America. Yeah. So once the people stealing the money and they're not going to court, nothing happening to them, they will continue doing them as a kind of, their country will not going nowhere. We'll just be here on the Gorka, he tell for here, maybe instead of different play, bring different people here. They will be playing DV again to come back to our own play. Rest and show, I tell you, Mr. Kane, we follow the president, the country not going nowhere. Because the mentality of the people are not changing, the mindset of the people. The first thing they say, Peter Paul did it, nothing can that's why I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. One day man told money, nothing can I will take my own money. You go pour hungry man somewhere, you say you want me to represent it. The man will follow a packet. Somebody can go credit. To become representative, go run campaign. So when they win election, they won't pay the credit back before they start. At the end of the day, they say, yeah, I went there, I don't understand the situation, so you put me back, I will do the one. Mr. Kane, you're not going nowhere. Elect you or not. Trust me. All of the people, all of the government, even you tell the government for that agree, another government, Mr. Kane, will not go nowhere.
Well, yeah, if we continue to put the same people there, definitely we don't expect to go anywhere. Let's go to Mabon. I know Mabon is about to go to the news bulletin, but Mabon, let's hear from you, man. What do you think about it? I mean, you think this country can be faced?
So I would say yes, and it will take time. Even though my brother will maybe thinking or maybe talking out of frustration, and I agree with him, but it will take time. But again, you just know something. This is a thing that for me, I think if you can still recall, I've been saying this thing sometime on the show when we're talking about sometimes blaming the people, the voters, and this. I think no, and you just nail it. Look, Sekou, it is frustrating that the people that you trust to say you come and work for your country, they will be the same people raping the country, stealing from the people, doing everything. Even like the worst one is you take somebody from the states. Like for example, that's why you see me sometimes I can get so angry because you can't come from that side. You come and better the system. All the people today from 2006 to 2011, check your record. All those people that work, they all come from that side because they said there were war. In fact, we were from war, so she wanted to bring all of the Liberians from that side that have all the experience and so forth. Today, where are we? Check all of the corruptions, all started from 2006 up to date. So how do we arrive at this point? Liberia fought war just because of Small thing like this. Money got missing. This one, nepotism, all of this thing. We went to 14 years senseless war. Today, where are we? Everything our watch have turned worst. Now we just talk about those that even here. Yes, those that even here, they are even worse because why? They are the ones that even feel for the people, but they join the other people who are also enjoying and say, yeah, that we all just mess everything up. So it's frustrating. We don't even know that the question my brother Brazilian man asking as to what the people are going to do. Love Brazilian man, let me tell you, even the people protest for now to even judge along the system. It's stated people for 14-year war. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. People, they are still brave to do what they're doing. So what else are you going to do? Maybe that only 7 months protest, not stop and just okay. We just want everything scattered so that we all can face what we want. I think maybe that's what you're suggesting. But again, I just see everything the same. Thank you so much.
Wow. So because those of you listening in Liberia, before we start taking call, we're going to open the line, but we're going to talk about the other thing. I just uploaded the video. I want us to listen to the gentleman, our own friend and brother. I'm very disappointed that he did this. Josiah Jokai. If you can recall, Josiah was one of the first, if not the very first or second person to have interview on SKTV when we used to do show on the phone. So we come way back when he wrote his book. SKTV was very instrumental in selling his book for him. He's a friend and brother. I respect that. I think he was very vocal. He was against all the bad things under Jowia government. He did not even recognize Jowia as president because he felt Jowia was corrupt, Jowia was incompetent, Jowia was inept. But now to have seen him standing behind camera, in front of the camera, asking the Monrovia City to dismiss government official for their social media posts.
Yeah, social media post.
That is beyond comprehension. I cannot even figure it out as to how. But let's play the video so you can hear from himself. I'm very disappointed, honestly.
Request the Monrovia City Corporation, the Civil Service Agency requests the Monrovia City Corporation to immediately relieve 9 employees who have consistently engaged in dangerous and destructive social media campaigns against public officials, particularly targeting the President of Liberia. These actions have caused significant harm to the reputation and image of the Monrovia City Corporation. The negative portrayal of government officials by these unscrupulous employees has far-reaching effects on the individuals concerned, mainly the targeted public officials and the government as a whole.
So you listen to that. Let's play it again so you can listen to this. I don't know how possible this is, but
the Civil Service Agency requests the Monrovia City Corporation to immediately relieve 9 employees who have consistently engaged in dangerous and destructive social media campaigns against public officials, particularly targeting the President of Liberia. These actions have caused significant harm to the reputation and image of the Monrovia City Corporation. The negative portrayal of government officials by these unscrupulous employees has far-reaching effects on the individuals concerned, mainly the targeted public officials and the
Wow. Well, Monk, I don't know. What's your reaction to this? Monk, are you there? All right. I don't know. More if you can hear us, we can hear you. I don't know. So
So maybe
yes,
more, I don't know, maybe somewhere, maybe behind the scene.
yes, okay. Yeah, so yeah, maybe I don't know if I can go to you, but you guys are on the news bulletin. I don't know if we can hear you. But
Yes.
okay, so imagine people are being dismissed for social media posts and they say for insulting the president, which is the fundamental right of the people, free speech, freedom of movement. And if these people actually, if they had the means of doing anything to you, myself, and other people, they would have done the worst. If they can fire people for their right to speak, for their right to their opinion, for their right to associate, what else is left? Every day, you have Unity Party supporters. You know, I'm not sure how Liberian people are going to react to this, but the non people that they said they should be fired for their social media post. How many more people are they going to fire? This is just the first 6 months.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Yeah, but Monk, if the people can go at this length, you know, to fire people who they think they have some leverage over. What do you think they could have done to you, myself, and other people, and other media, you know, entities and individuals who are critical of the government, are holding the government feet to the fire? If they have the opportunity to kill anybody, they will kill you.
Or they will do it. Most definitely.
I see why most of my friends that we used to be real good friends, they refuse.
Oh no, you and then.
They have refused to take my phone call. I
No.
didn't know. So they're taking the thing so personal.
Yeah, it is personal.
Wow. So, man, okay. What's your reaction to this? Because I don't know why, and I don't know what they tend to achieve. What's your reaction?
For me, I say it's a cultural thing. It's a culture of impunity thing that got a history with a deep root in Liberia. And these things, they are, I guess, dictatorial tendency, and they follow the same trend. You know, when dictators come to power, the first thing they try to do is to accumulate wealth as quickly as possible to get their cushion and their security, to steal as quickly as possible. The next thing, they start consolidating power and start targeting people who will oppose their action, whether it's the media, whether it's other political commentators, whether it's about people in the opposition. That is exactly what will happen. You see, when you look at the history between CDC and Unity Party, that we tell our people, if you want for Liberia to make progress, I think it was Steve that came up with a concept they call something they call the process of elimination. You must take CDC and Unity Party off your list and then go back to that list to look for the best president in Liberia. Because we saw this day coming. When you monitor CDC and Unity Party activity, it almost like they're not interested in governing. It's all about sending message to the other group that were there before. Because I can remember the first thing when Georgia came to power, there were people that were fired for social media posts. So Unity Party people believe they got to pay their debt. That power has swung in the other direction. We got to come after you guys. And trust me, it will be on a partisan level. I bet you the vast majority of people that is saying that should be fired because of social media post will be people that are in the opposition as well. And they are most likely to be sedition as opposed to unity party. And it was the very same thing that CDC did when it came to power. I can remember this girl. I don't want to call her on the radio. She used to work with the gender ministry. She posted this morning. I think y'all know her. Her last name is Borie. I know Bolie. She was one of the victims. It's the same old thing. Anything you can do, I can do better. The same thing with the fingering of the document. So we now know that it was Joseph Boga that fingered the CPP's framework document because your action will follow you. They were the one that went and altered the budget after it was signed by lawmaker. So why is there to argue about anymore? These people are just who they are. And all I can say, I will keep asking you again, what the Liberian people need to see, because I think at this stage, it's not only about the president himself. Because when you have a culture, an established culture that spans decades upon decades, even if an individual with the right mindset that want to change the presidency, and you got the wolves around you that just want to steal, how can you even change this country at this stage? Because everybody is coming with that intention of grabbing the most in the shortest time possible. But let me ask you a simple question. If you're a businessman and you wake up every day, you hear that people steal money from the central bank indiscriminately, people stealing from the finance ministry, even your lawmakers stealing from the national budget. What make you think you will be encouraged to even pay your regular taxes as a businessman? What will motivate you to say, I got a business, it's my responsibility to pay taxes? Why would you even want to pay taxes? You won't. So at the end of the day, these people just keep destroying this country every day. It's just a matter of time who you bring in their intent, but every day the country is going down the drain, and there is nothing you can do with Mr. Khan. It's up to the Liberian people themselves.
So quickly, yeah. I want to present more look at the representative for district number 7 own response to that. I don't know whether you people follow the Sekou. Please jump on that quick.
Yeah, I got it. I got a little statement here. I screenshot it from Chairman Military, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, guys. I think the chairman made a statement about this issue. About this so-called social media post. Yeah, hold on. I mean, you guys can be talking. Let me find out.
And someone who said the Senator Dawa did not also make some of it up, even though you myself I'm not following. So please, if you people follow me, you can also get see the actions.
Mong, is it the one 2 hours ago where he said, dear GNB, are right?
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes.
That
should be it. Yeah, that should be it. You get a short post, Chairman, he always condenses his post, maybe 2 paragraphs, the most he will be done with that.
Yeah. So, I haven't seen for direct, I will check it out. I'm very disappointed in my country. And I'm not disappointed in Joseph Boakai because I did not expect, I was not appointed in the first place. I didn't expect anything good coming out of Joseph Boakai because I know he was not up to the task. But I'm disappointed in my country that those who profess all the education, who believe that they are educated, they know everything. When you're ready to say this person or that person does not know our Liberian politics. Let's take Ghana Communist for example. Oh, Communist, you don't want to be representative first. You don't want to be senator first. You won't be president. So that means they're telling you got to come first and learn how to steal.
Yeah.
Learn how to be criminal minded. Learn where all the money, all the loopholes, all the money they can come from. Learn how to bypass, channel. Learn how to steal. Know all the criminals. So when you're elected, you know who to appoint to, because some of them are stay in the same position, right? Some people they maintain their position regardless who is president, because Those are the people who know how to do the criminal maneuvering, how they can bypass the system, where they can take the money from, where they can dig hole to cover hole. You got to learn all of those things about being in government for some times. So when you come down, they don't have to teach you how to steal. That is our definition in Liberia, that the person, you got to start somewhere. Those who have started by being their government job, by being representative or senator or any other agencies in government, what have they done for your country? What have they changed for your country? What their experiences have done? How their experiences have impacted you as a person or you as a country. This is why when we are looking for leaders, when we are voting in our elections, let's look for the best person among us. Not because somebody served in government before. It does not make them better. If somebody proves to you that they are rogue, they are criminal, why you keep electing the person? To the extent where maybe, you said something that I personally don't agree with, and a lot of people will not agree with you. And when you say all the bad people, then they came from on this side. No. I pointed to those people because I expect them to know more, to do more, because they have lived in a system where the rule of law is the order of the day, and they respect the law when they are here. So I expect them to know better and do better when they go to Liberia. That doesn't mean they are responsible for everything. They are part of it. They are part of it. The likes of Eddie Snow, he didn't come from here. Emmanuel Nuku, Eddie Snow was Liberia Speaker of the House. He was corrupt to the core. He stayed corrupt. He didn't come from here. Emmanuel Nuku didn't come from here. He's corrupt, and they are some of the richest people. The guy you call corruption King Kong, he didn't come from here. He is a criminal.
Magio come from here too?
No.
Magio from here too?
No, Magio didn't come from here. And not only that, Thomas Fala, all the criminals then that not only they have taken the Liberian people money, but when they notice that they are getting actually, beaten and targeted in the district they live, they will move from there and go to another part of the country and go buy the vote from the people there, exploit the ignorance of the people and be elected and come back. Look at Thomas Fala. Not only he came back after being criminal, after being chased out of Monserrato, he came back and became what? He became the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. So we cannot say they all came from here. Those that came from here, I expect them to know better and to do better because they have lived in a system that they respected while they were here. The one that didn't respect the system, they bear the consequences of their action. The loss of the current Speaker of the House. He was still here. Fanatikova was still here. But after being free here, he went to Liberia. He said, Liberia, that don't part for all the criminals. Because the ones that are there are already corrupt. The ones that are there are corrupt, are criminal-minded. So you move from here, you go there too. If you can't do something, nothing. If you can't do anything to people who are there, what are they going to do with you? They're going to say they may come from America. They're going to respect you more. They respect the local criminal. What about the international criminal? They will give you more respect because you know better than the one day down there. So we want to open the line in Liberia, but let me hear from all of you. about this particular dictatorial behavior. I'm not even going to call Jowiani in this one yet. Because Joseph Boagai came to rescue the country. So whether Jowia did it, Jowia didn't do it, I don't care. Jowia is a history now when it comes to the presidency. Joseph Boagai is supposed to know better, but Joseph Boagai will not do anything because Joseph Boagai is not in control. Every day, Joseph Boagai people will continue to vindicate some of us who have said, tell me that number, that Joseph Boagai has nothing to offer to Liberia. He doesn't know what's going on. His people are doing everything they want to do and putting his stamp on it, and he has nothing to offer. How will you resist something that you don't know? How will you say, don't do this if you don't even know whether it's good or bad? That man worry about his health. That man don't even know what's going on. So long they bring you some money to him, he's fine. There are people that are doing the job for him. His nephew Jacob, I call it his son. And few others behind the scene. So, what say you, Muna, about the fact that Joseph Boagai now firing people for social media posts? Man, Muna, internet is giving her problem. So let me go to Lawrence. Lawrence, the way it is looking. Joseph Boagai now, people now start firing people now for social media posts. Are they going to fire all the people that are posting on social media and attacking the president? So what about those that don't work for government? What do we do to them? They will arrest them, jail them, they will kill them.
Well, we will block their account. Mr. Kane, the thing, and I brought a problem here. So once it happens, CDC government, our manager will say, don't repeat it here. So the thing here, it's just for everybody more. Because they probably, all of us expect the probably to do better. Yeah. Up to present, Mr. Kane, even on the local media, when people call, they will say, stay soon. The man will do better. And people are even praising him for it. So the way now the team turning now, our set to now, we can't understand the whole thing. We can't understand it. So don't watch again and see what happened in part 2. Because we say in part 1, maybe the second half of the game, changes will happen in the team. But let's see what happened. Because the team for everybody more. Even so somebody support us.
Yeah. Thank you. You go ahead and conclude. Conclude your thought. You were saying something, Lawrence. I want you to conclude. I'm sorry that I cut you off.
Even some of the supporters, Mr. Kane, some of the supporters are not satisfied with the way things are going. So they are just watching the game because the game here, we know how it will end. So some of the supporters can tell on a daily basis. So watching the man, Mr. Kane, we I can always tell Mr. Kane, we yeah.
So Muna, so now it seems like JMB in the government, they are comfortable with people who are stealing the money, but they are uncomfortable with people who are calling them out or who are criticizing the president or insulting the president. So you got fired or you insult the president, but you can steal as much as you want, you are safe.
Mr. Kane, the whole JMB government, the president government, just for everybody involved. Yeah. Even the people that stood in the rain, the sun, they are frustrated. They are frustrated because they can't even understand or get what is really going on. Because they have expectation. They have what the government have expectation that when the government get a rescue team get in power, no things will change. Like I said, the whole rescue team, the president just people. They said no, that the way we can get the country, that we use our to rescue. And it just whole labyrinth rescue. It just very mob. So it's like there's government, you can steal, you go free, find impunity. But when you sort, they dismiss you. So I think they will start doing more stealing, more corruption keep going on because you steal, sort, they dismiss you.
Yeah. You write on Facebook, you dismiss.
So look,
You go on Twitter,
I'm
you
looking at
disgrace. You go in the bank, you go take all the money you are
washing.
Hey,
Yeah.
God. What kind of country is this? Maybe. So, I mean, I think it's about time you just leave your job at the Truth FM because that one are talking business, you could be fired. But go work in the central
They can
bank
rescue.
or finance ministry, just steal as much as you can and send also the money so we can pay our radio station.
Seriously,
Oh, yeah.
and let me just say this.
When you thought you got fired. But when I say when I take the stealing money, we should just let it go. So when you go there, you go take your money, you're on your own.
And that's the thing. So, like,
Oh,
I want to call here one time. I think the man said, in fact, we should be worshiping. So that means now, we start to see people worshiping. I don't know how to even describe, the leadership as, because people want that daily bread. So now there'll be no longer maybe talking about the ills in society, that what happened at the Ministry of Education, where we heard that the minister was given 46,000 for relocation from the states. All this is nobody going to talk about anymore. So when you talk, that means you'll be losing your job. Let me be frank. This is bad. This is not a good leadership style. And I think, according to the chairman, Honorable Musa Hassan Bedete, he knew everything. I think President Joseph Yima Bwaga to stand up. And for those of you who are
No,
supporting,
the man sleeping, doing everything, putting the man stamp on it. Why the man will stand up? The man not stand for yourself. When you say like you put it, was there for stand for. What are you talking about? Stand on
just yeah, because Sekou, let me be frank with all of us who are talking. This is the serious security threat. Let me be frank. It's not because people are not coming up for now. People are not protesting. There are no any maybe some of maybe protest here and there. So you feel that all is well. No, taking people out of job alone by itself is a security threat, because the way you do it. So they gotta be careful. We will be here tomorrow to say, oh, Daddy God, be talking here and there, Not new. All these things that we may say is for the safety of the country. You cannot remove people from job just because they talk certain thing against what happening. For me, I see that as if I think there should be warning letter. At least then we're going to say yes. I think they have been warned, or maybe on several occasions here and there. But nothing, you just come with immediate dismissal. That's bad. Even to what happened at the Ministry of Labor, I know a family member that called me. And then they called me and cried and said, maybe finally your brother was losing a job. I said, well, why are you sounding like that? Then they said, I don't know. My brother, your brother did nothing wrong, because maybe the party people, they want to bring their own people, so they getting your brother out of job. The woman started crying on me, Sekou myself, and then they cry because they're so sorrowful. And now they're calling on funny and saying, so that's it.
All right, Mabon, thank you so much. I can understand it is the president's right to appoint or dismiss anybody from his government. But the other reason they gave him is so feeble, is so out of line, it is very, very stupid. The word stupid is not an insult. But even if the things say me are insulting them, that they can fire me too. It's very, very stupid for you to come and give reason for firing somebody. You could say for official misconduct, for different reasons, you can lie on them, do whatever you want to say. But to say for social media posts, you firing them,
Yeah.
what happened to their fundamental right under the Liberian Constitution that talk about freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of opinion? The people, their rights should be guaranteed, regardless of where you work. It doesn't mean when you work for a government, you can't speak against the ills. No. Insulting the president is now a crime. One of your government officials just now insulted a lawmaker, but also threatened to kill a lawmaker. Well, he was not fired. He was not even warned. I think Liberia will come to a point where Liberian people they must stand up for themselves. Other than that, if we will finish the country before we know it. Muna, let's go to the line. Let's hear from our people.
Okay.
Just before you take our call, we got to make our announcement. You know, we got to tell us for this week.
Okay. Muna, hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
Yeah, do the announcement.
We got our target for this week before Friday, and I know we never talk about that from the beginning of the day. So to our SKTV listeners and audience, the sympathizers know that we still got a target. Mr. Cunningham, we have behind again from 9 to Friday. So if we can reduce it before Friday, we highly appreciate it.
We stay behind $1,500 because somebody gave $25 yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get $25 today. And
yes, okay.
Is
just so our people know. And to our YouTube audience, because I noticed that the YouTube.
Man, let me tell you the funny thing.
Uh-huh.
The last person who gave $25 on Zelle was the same person that gave $25 today on Zelle.
That's not cool. So it's $50 from the same person.
It's a gentleman from Delaware.
All right.
Maybe he doesn't want me to call his name, but he the one that did that. But believe me, so we still got $1,500 to go. You know the reason why I didn't talk about it today? For 3 days, we've been talking about it. And people are not, coming through. And you don't want to force people. You don't want to act like we are actually chasing people to support us. If you do it voluntarily, we appreciate it. If you don't do it, that's okay. We can only do so much. And
I will keep reminding them that at least Friday, because Friday is our official day. So for me,
last Friday, easy like.
My man, you're interfering my department. Let me do my thing.
Okay.
I will keep doing it until at least Friday.
Give you know your people there. So
all right.
we'll just do so much.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do, whatever we can afford, or whatever we can get, we just operate with that.
Now you can go ahead. I just wanted to remind.
Yeah, no problem, Monk. The reminder is good, but I'm just kind of, having the feeling that it's kind of falling on deaf ear nowadays. So it's okay. Let's just do what we can do. Yeah, Muna, open the line. Let's hear from our people. And the questions today, what do they have to say about the $139 million that was spent with no accountability, no receipt up to this government. Secondly, by Joseph Parker dismissing people for the social media post. Could we put Joseph Parker now, or should we say that Joseph Parker is a dictator? Let's hear from the Liberian people.
Okay. So welcome SKTV. Numbers to port across to 0881 14 3504, 0881 14 3504, 0776 105 0881 14 3504, 0776 105 105. Let's hear you. SKTV show right there, the midweek edition, 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105.
I'm pretty sure calls are coming. I don't know why they're not reaching to you, because no people have been waiting to get to the call.
Yeah.
Yeah. If yeah, so make sure you get it stuff together. So if not, we can
take this call.
Okay.
Good evening. Good evening. Please be audible.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Please put laugh in your voice. Hello? Your line is bad though.
No, that line is bad.
Yeah, your line is bad. Please change your location and call us back, okay? Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. I'm okay. Nime calling from where?
Yeah, man. The lungs are bad. So
let's hear you preach your location.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. It's not working.
Yeah,
So
today the lungs are bad from all colors.
let's try Lawrence.
The tree has been.
Let's go to Lawrence.
Kind of rescue with official.
All right. Lawrence, are you there? Are you able to take call?
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Kane, following the show closely.
All right, go ahead. Open the lines over there. Let's see if we can get some calls from there.
Okay, folks, those of you following the show this evening, we have a alternative number on the Lone Star number this evening, 0888 013535, 0888 013535, 0778 255050, 0888 080-013535, 0778 255050. You can hit us up this evening. You're going to be part of the SKTV show right here. This caller. Hello, your name, where you come from? Yeah, you too. Go ahead, quickly, make your contribution.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for the topic. You know, you guys are always informing our people, even though the children are great people, doing the election that is automatic a dictator or looter. But they never listen to us because we see that the Waka is carrying 1984, 1994 agriculture issue, you know, everything was governed by the sure that people is alive. Now, people are saying, oh, Mr. Waka is a complete dictator. How will you exact or why would you dismiss somebody for social media posts? It shows a total dictatorship. So which means I'm going to get here posting our right, we're going to go after all. The Waka is there to bring that and show them it's not there.
Thank you.
We respond to them politically and respond to them if we want to. So think about that.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you for calling. Let me go to line 2 and see what's on the phone lines this evening. This caller is here. Let me see. Hello, your name, where you come from? You call from where?
I'm calling from Japan.
You say your name? Not yet, you Chief. Go ahead. Your background is kind of a noisy. Leave from the noise. Okay, go ahead quickly. Not yet. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to declare. I'm just surprised because I've been hearing that there's experience of the experience of it for the experience. But again, all the shit I'm surprised about just giving you 1 year to perform. If not perform, we'll get up.
Thank you, Chief. You make your contribution. Let me go to line 2. Another caller is on the phone lines here. This person got off. 086 0778 2550 080 013535.
For some reason, we're not hearing you anymore.
Okay, I want to thank you very much for having me on the platform. Don't let me down. I'm calling the platform, but I don't have more than anything. The issue is very simple. When the election started, some of them we saw it. I told many people about it. It's like not so. That was zero minus problem. We will not be our president. That was simple. Because of them who are working government for so many years. And not to know him back on a chair and keep on to social media and say his name back home. I think a person is building for the country that is still going to go together. It's just starting. It's just starting with us.
Thank you.
There's the beginning of sorrow. We're all looking at it. And then, you know, if we can not rise and rise against it, it's just supposed to Labrador is not better. Go to state criminal will come out with this thing or with the same thing that is
Thank you, my brother. You've been on the line for long. Thank you. Another person's on the line.
Yeah, Lawrence, we're not hearing you anymore.
The network is kind of a trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what. Is
this person.
Today?
Yeah, it's raining in Bone County, especially since yesterday up to present. It's still raining. Hello, your name? Where you come from? You say your name? Yeah, your name? Where you come from? No. I will not keep you, brother. Don't do that thing, man.
Let me go.
Okay, call back. You see? Yeah, you see what say you can call back.
You can call back, but if you're gonna talk nonsense, then you cut him off. But you get
okay. Hello? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, your name, where you come from?
This is one of the different guys we are going from.
You say your name? Okay, go ahead. I hear you. Go ahead quickly.
No, it is very much in the current dispensation where entitlement to the representative of movement on media and non-social media. Only one or two quarters is threatening Liberia and removing them from their zero position that is being occupied for so many years and they've been surviving from their family. It is very much that the way he's leading Liberia, it is disingenuous. It is something that can describe as psychotic and it is unirrational. You need to stop. Liberians are not Tunisians. Liberians are not humans. Liberians are Liberians. So if one is competent to present government and to provide leadership that meet the requirements of leadership to do that, I think it is better because leadership is the foundation of submission for the concerned condition of the people in the state.
Thank you.
What your government is executing is sad and it is psychotic. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You make your contribution. This person, line 2, let me see. Hello, Yanni, where you come from?
Hello?
Yeah, Yanni, where you come from?
This is
you say your name?
Yeah.
You come from where? I know, brother. Go ahead quickly. I know your now is kind of a.
My brother. Why women not getting to themselves? Instead of in your country, don't that the women all in fact the country that any party can will be done.
My man, your network bar, I know it's raining on us heavily.
So Lauren, let's take one or two more things from here.
Somebody that talks for you, the same answer you have, that put something with you to make you president. So you want to tell about it, you don't never people here for us, bring them in your country. People start anything to take them for money power.
Thank you.
So then why you come to you want people that struggle, that supposed to work, they will not work because that you work for 7 to 8 years that you farm.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I know. Yeah. I'll take one person from here.
Yeah, you take one more.
080013535 07782555050. You can call this evening. Hello, Yanni, where you come from? Yeah, go ahead, brother. Your name? You say you come from where? Okay, you come from number 7. Yeah, you go ahead, Chief. Talking about so, Chief? Oh, Firestone, Chief. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Kane, take control.
Yeah.
The last caller just flag out information. He said the person doing it.
Huh? We didn't hear that. All right, Lauren, we're not hearing you. But so before we go
Campaign.
back, yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
guys,
fire some money.
yeah, you're learning really bad today.
Yeah, the ring, the ring.
So before we go to back to the line, I said it was one person that contributed today. So two more people contributed $25 each. So that's $50.
9:55. Yeah, that's why I keep telling you, we'll keep announcing it until Friday. When they give
Yeah.
out on Friday night,
So we got
I can throw in the
955.
towel.
So let me get this person here. VD Touring, how you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you are live on SKTV.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Fumba Viditore. You know, when we in Liberia be talking about corruption, which is the epidemic disease in our country. Now, I can always make me to reflect on 1980, during the infamous coup d'etat by those notorious criminals. The 17 members go and kill good people for rampant corruption. And corruption is worse today than that time.
Mm-hmm.
How many persons, the so-called native in Liberia, have put anybody in jail, neither to even put them on fire squad? Corruption is worse today. They have mastered all kind of crooked and criminal attitude by stealing money from the Liberian people couple. Oh man, may the 13% soul rest in peace. Oh, Liberia. It makes me sad every time I think about it. Kill people, good people. For rampant corruption. So false allegation against the people. Kill them in cold blood. Soon in the morning. I always think about it. Now, one person from that time, even Samuel doing himself, have more money than even William Aaron Pablo, than any of these people. They went and destroyed the people's property. Up to now, the seizures of this property in that country, they started it. That's why they killed Thomas Wansa, because he spoke against it. Don't take the people's property. But you know what? You gave some caution today that whether we will be free from this, from where we are now. Well, I think that yes, but the sacrifices and good-minded people can come together and put our ideas together and save that country.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother.
So, but we get to pray and sacrifice. Monk always said that hope. He said hope is what?
Hope. That hope is not a strategy.
Yeah, hope is not a strategy. Mom, I beg you, I know hope is not a strategy. I agree with you 100%. But if you don't hope, prayer can be answered for the strategy to hold.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So let's get to the caller here. 443 number. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Ali Masale from Maryland.
Ali Masale from Maryland. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Yes, but you see, people, you were there saying something over there, naming all those people that are stealing, that billions, all the corruption people, and the list go on. You see, the problem here, I think it is better for those people to be in Liberia, they be stealing and be suffering their death. For people to leave from America or other parts of the world, instead of them going to Liberia, to say, oh yes, those people, they just over there stealing, enjoying themselves, other people are suffering, let us go and go change things around. But instead, when they go there, they even make the situation worse. So while the essence of them going there, you see, people over there, they're stealing, here we learn all of the good systems. All the good things we learn here, when we go back, we don't teach anything. But we don't get it worse. I tell some people who are ever left from America or any part of the world to go back to Nigeria to work and for us to hear them will say, oh yes, the person went and they really teaching in the country. I have not yet seen a person. And as Moon said, you will not see Nigeria, Suriname, Ghanaian, Togolese, Senegalese going back home to say, oh yeah, we are going back to serve our country. When they come here, they do not do what they can do to help build our country. Then the other people feel that they work and keep things around. But only Nigeria we do that. Why? Because as the only means we get to steal. People who don't go back to steal, they don't go back to teach anything. So what the essence? You see, Nigeria will change, but maybe 2065 our children and great grandchildren. But for what we are seeing, people who don't go over there to run the country. The president like you with all the experience. Today we are disappointed. For those people who thought he was going to do something, but somehow we knew nothing he was going to do. That is why they kicked Alexander Kumi out, because they know they can use Joseph Bakai to run that country, because why? He's mentally declining. So that's why they push Alexander Kumi out. If George Weah was not doing anything, you people could push Alexander Kumi in your hand like you are attacked. But because you know you can use him, you can use Joseph Bakai. That's why you did everything to push Joseph Bakai. That today, when we try to say, we talk tired. We were talk tired, but the left behaving, you people are the ones suffering there. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so Mom, we have another person just sent out $20. So you can manage that from the.
Yep. Yeah, up the tempo. At least they will cut half before we get to Friday, because I know our target on Friday.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so we can get
I'm not sure if we're going to get to half, but you
no,
know,
we can use today and tomorrow to cut it down at least to half.
Yeah.
Friday
So,
we can close it on Friday.
So my people, if you hear, we are raising fund. We were to raise 1,500. Now we are down 1,000. We are down, below 1,000 now. So we talking about, almost 9:30 now. So 9:35 actually, we $935. So we're getting there little by little. It takes time. The very first day, we did well. That was from the chairman Yato, who donated $200. Since that time, we've been actually struggling for. Normally, we don't do this. Our people always come through, but sometimes things can be difficult. Yeah, but keep your costs coming in.
Yeah. Tell us about. I just wanted to appreciate that caller exactly what in my mind, or maybe something I've been saying. Now what in John nail on and everything. That's exactly what I've been taking on about our country. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So another $20 just came through as well, Monk.
Show you how they operate.
So
keep chopping it down, small.
Yeah. So instead of 130, instead of 9:30 now, it's at 9:05.
Yeah. Before tomorrow we get to 600 or 500, then we know Friday we'll close the deal, because I know our time is usually on Friday.
Hopefully. Yeah, so we appreciate everybody. Doesn't matter the amount. You give $20, you give $50, you give $100, whatever you give, we appreciate it. Because if you need $1,000, or if you have $1,000, if you take out $10, it's no longer going to be $1,000. It's going to be $990. So anything you get, we will appreciate it. I think when I came back on,
I have some serious technical problem, but how about back? Serious technical problem.
Yeah, the line didn't do you justice today. It's okay, Muna.
Mr. Carter, a few years back when I was in the Southeast, yeah, it was kind of about terrible when it comes to network connectivity in Zreju. It was ECT. I don't know who time, man. I know my own time.
How can you be suffering for network when they had a strong president for 6 years, building all the 14 military hospitals, all the skyscraper in Monrovia?
Oh, Mr. Carter, enter Maybon Hunter. The man from Greg G there. I I went as far as Quanamo. The man know. Yeah, the man know. I know why it is.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
CEO, Mr. Carter, I was in the Southeast. I was doing a business there in one of the districts they call Quanamo District. I know the challenge. Yeah, one of the challenging things are all there are network connectivity. When it comes to the road network, at least we used to manage a motorbike. I used to ride motorbike from Zreju to Ganta, from there to Quanamo District on the go mile, running a business to that place. So I know it's not easy to that place, Chief.
Yeah.
We will put drum of fuel or drum of gas on motorbike from Zreju. From Ganta to Zreju. It's not easy. So never better to that play, that too correct. So Munane made one and they got to fight hard. Yeah, let it get
See you. Yeah, I'm allowed to be talking to us like that.
Let's hear from you because your higher school.
Yeah. You're talking behind the scene.
And your higher senator too, that one just dreaming about you. You're coming to your senator, you free. Give me your
I'm behind the scene. For now, didn't see. Yeah, for now until Monster didn't see today.
So Muna, when it comes to network issue to that play, Allah, don't you? Your brother made one here, man, listen to you.
So they may come in and say Muna. Yeah, Muna go anyway.
They never sometimes challenge. Seriously, they never sometimes challenge. We'll see our best work.
Even me won't say struggling right now. We. All right. You know what? Let me take this call here from Mr. John Mawolo. Mr. Mawolo, you always call him. Allow me to time. You get me waiting. You get me waiting for. I know. All right.
I'm going to call last so he can enjoy his time because when he called early, then he will be restricted.
I enjoy the frustration of Mona, But listen, this mistake we always make in Liberia. To think that because somebody went to school, so they're educated. No, that's not education. Education comes with exposure and all-hand experience. Most of these people, your character, Liberia, Mr. Maybon, you're talking about the Caribbean America. The people you bring over there and give them government job, what were they putting in America? What were they doing here? They don't want the most qualified people because you say they will change your system. And then you take the most incompetent people. Somebody was driving truck in America and they're carrying them to Liberia and made them finance minister. And you want to blame
don't attack your driver now. Don't call Samuel to it. Don't attack Samuel to it, myself.
Are you calling me?
Well, we don't want you to drive truck in the past. Me and Samuel to it. So what are you talking about?
They were laying blocks. You take that and carry them to the and then speak up. What do you expect? You don't take the best of us. We gave you people the best of you 2 times, Alexander Cummings. Somebody who ran something. And you say, I know he, and we know the man. And the man, he can't even do that. This is that the people who are qualified don't talk like you, they don't look like you, they don't act like you. That will make that difference. And that's the people you should look for to be your leaders. People who got something to lose. When President Sayaki and when Minister of Finance, she's stripping all the finance to the point where they eradicated your debt and they gave your money. Your people stole it. When she left for Liberia, who is she now? Number 2 at IMF. Show me any of your people that were in the government there that came by here and working anywhere. Do you know that number 2 and number 3 at IMF are Liberians? You don't know that? I said during the campaign, whilst we ran the campaign, and after, the people who are gainfully employed in America will never leave their job to go to Liberia to look for a job.
That's true.
These people that you see running to Liberia
are now doing squat in this way, or they're doing 2-3 jobs and they're hustling. So when you go and pick up hustlers and go and make them ministers and directors, especially in the area that they want to. Second, you are running transport company here, you are manager there. If they carry you to GLA and say, be the transport manager for GLA, would you be able to do it?
I can even run a whole transport. I can chill over a whole transport system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they talk you and carry you and say, oh, because I know Sekun my friend, the chief medical officer for JFK.
I will not take it.
Just because you got that, you have said, man, if
Yeah.
you were going there to Hofro, you would take it, but
Yeah.
you would be dysfunctional. And so, Liberian people need to understand, these people that come and you're giving them government job, you're scrutinizing them, you found out what they were doing. We tell you people, somebody will qualify. Alexander coming, go check a record. Up and down, you find that the man excel. This man couldn't afford to steal from Liberia because he already made a lead, he already got his own money. You can't manage that shame because his friends that in the world will look down on him. Those are the kind of people you choose to be your leader. Not people who can't live by themselves, people who got no record of success, and people who achieve nothing in their lives, and then you take them and make them leader, and you act like you're surprised. We told you people exactly what was going to happen. You say what you say you wanted, and so you stop crying. That enjoy this 6 years, I'm feeling we sell that girl, then we divide the money, because that's what you wanted, and that's what we got.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mawul. We appreciate it. Yeah. So, Mong, I think we can. I don't know. We can call it a day. We can. Let's hear from Muna before we go anywhere. I know you went off for sometimes, but
Yeah, sure.
I want to know what you think about our people's reactions in terms of what's going on in the country. Maybe you didn't hear everything, but
Yeah,
oh,
yes,
yeah. So what do
yeah.
you think?
No, yeah. We actually not bad. All of them make their points and were all correct because everyone's want change right now, like I said earlier. Everyone want change. Liberians want things change around for the betterment of all Liberians. Because we can't keep complaining every time we complain. We're going all up on our country, we feel complacent, everything, but we carry our country is something else. So, all of them make a very certain point that you can see now, like, bro, where I want you, because even you can sense it from their voices and things when they're speaking, you can really sense the frustration and things that they are going through, especially in this time now, that it was very fine. Anyway, their reactions and thing the topic very, very welcoming. And I believe this time around, the Liberians want see a new Liberia. Yeah, everyone will benefit, yeah, enjoy the sweet land of this country.
Thank you, Muna. So we can see the frustration. We can hear from them how they're thinking and this and that, but they got a long way to go. They got 6 years for frustration.
Yeah, okay.
They got 6 years of frustration because that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
Call,
that's
what is your name and where you calling from? 763 number.
Good afternoon, Sekou. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
I want to say good afternoon, good evening to
Can you talk a little louder if you don't mind? Because,
There's some comments, right?
yes, better. Yeah, much better. That's Mr. Jora Cummings.
Thank you. There's one thing I want to say, and I pray that you guys will find the time to invite Snow here, to find the time and invite Senator Snow. Find time.
I've invited him many times. He came here once, but because people can be afraid of SKTV, so we can ask hard questions, and people don't let to be scrutinized.
Maybe your good friend, because every time you talk about Senator Yamli Kanga, I see you smiling.
Come on.
I want you to find
Senator
time.
Dillon and normally they're my friends, but we now right now not easy.
I want you to find time. Yeah, try again.
I will try again, but I've tried.
You know, there's a
Let me not cut you. Let me tell you something before you can continue.
Yes, sir.
Senator Amara Kone, Senator Dillon, Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Senator Jonathan Segwe,
Yeah.
Senator Edwin Melvin Snow.
Yeah.
All those people there, they're my friends. I have their number. They have my number. Every time when something coming up or something, when we hear something, we always contact them. But very few of them can even respond. But coming to the show, that one is the decision, but most of them, they drag their feet. You know, Dillon being here many times. Normally being here. Normally, SKT was the very first platform for normally to go on social media platform. It was on SKTV. He used to come here when everything was good. And then, what's his name? Snow being here. Snow even used to be saying, we used to share a lot of information in terms of his work at ECOWAS. But they don't like to be challenged. That's the problem. They don't like to be told the truth.
Yeah.
Once you are honest with them, once you tell them the truth, or once they know that when they come, you will scrutinize them, you push it against the wall, they can be afraid to come. And most so, the ones then that somehow controlled by Spoon Network, the one that will not come here. The one that are in Spoon Pocket, they will not come here until they get Spoon's approval.
Not that Sekou. Not that they're not in Spoon Pocket. Not that they are in the pocket of Spoon. But the thing here is that it's a body interview.
Yeah.
Okay, when you do a body interview, then you are not resourceful to do that interview. The reason I'm saying this is the recent thing with the House of Senate and the House of Representatives concerning the budget. Every time I come here, I will tell you the system. Every time I appeared on SKTV, listen to me very carefully. I always say the system. If you have the same players, you will always have a reoccurrence of the same game. But most of the people who kill these people and chant slogans for them, when you talk, they tell you, go sit down and sleep. I remember a few years back when I appear on different platforms, when I was challenging people on Senator Dillon on their quest to making a senator, they told me to go and preach. But today, 99% of those people and Senator Dillon in the diaspora don't talk. They're not friends anymore. Senator Snow said something yesterday, and I was praying to God, but I couldn't go through. And that is a dangerous myth that he don't run away from interview. Since he became a public official for 19 years, he don't run away from interview.
That's a lie.
He always present himself to be, there's not a rookie, but what the Akaras Gray used to use that nomenclature all the time. He always present himself to be the guy who provide good information as it relates to the issues unfolding. And I'll say this, it might be a strong word coming from me. That is a lie. He's a core, a seasoned core. This was the guy who, and Senator Yombi Kanga, played a deadly deal between them, myself, and the late Harry Green with a document. I took that document to him, a document on audit on LPRC. Who was the person that saw the document? And I challenged Senator Yombi Kanga. You can say she was not the one who gave the document to Snow because I was in Snow house when she carried the document. No, Sekou, until Liberians will wake up, will get up and shake the dust off their feet and say, help to the no to these guys. You know, sometimes when I say these things, some of these novice Liberian pastors who only just read scriptures and are historically informed, they tell us, go and preach. I spent 14 years in the media. 14 years, 8 of those 14 years, I was a seasoned media executive. So show me the players, I will tell you the game. The only thing the opposition, some of them blunder was, they don't know how to disseminate their information to the fair. They knew it, but we were telling them, no, you play the game the way the boys know how to play the game. But they wanted to play the game the American way, and that way will not work in Liberia. You are in a country, Sekou. When Taylor wanted to play ball, he started in Banga, he brought Case FN in Morovia. He played the game to understand that even the late Sawyer, the late Backup Matthew, they couldn't even find their way in the water.
So to respond to your request, I just send a message to Senator Snow. Hopefully he will respond to come on the show.
I pray you do so.
and then I will invite other people too. I will send a message to Senator Amarapan as well. He actually promised to come on, but the last time, but he not make it.
And you said cut the man off.
No.
No, I know you will not do so. You will meet on Benson Street.
You know when I do that. So yeah, man, you know me from all the way back home, and when it comes to Liberia, I don't compromise that. And I can have all my friendship, everything, but when it comes to Liberia, I don't really compromise the interest of the country. I can be poor, I can be broke. I'm the poorest person, but one thing I have, and I believe a lot of people don't have it, is integrity and love for country. I love my country, and I take my integrity very seriously. So it just sad, it's just a sad reality that we have to, confront as people. Hopefully, our country, will change, but it requires our collective effort. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor.
And all of them and everyone else. But Sekou, I look forward to that day, and I also look forward to you inviting Shemability and myself, because I'm still
I don't really understand
on those issues.
I heard you.
You will prove it that day.
Listen. I heard you. I heard you talking about Shemability. Saying something about you or whatsoever when Steve was on. I don't really know exactly what's going on with that. But when I get a clear understanding, I will confront Shemability on it. Yeah, you can talk about it.
The entire story on his totality. The place I'm challenging him is when he sent me a text. I can email it to you, that I was the guy fronting for the AMC trying to demand money from him. And I told him I challenged him. He said, I'm a nobody. I said, listen, I was not fighting for Harry B. job the last time I checked.
Wow.
I told him just like that. And he said,
yeah, well, if you guys have a personal problem, that one can be settled on SKT. We can settle. We can settle behind the scene.
He made a statement on the radio. These are the people that we find in leadership, and people chant slogan, and they heal them. That statement, his utterance started from right here. When I challenged him on an issue, he wanted to go personal, and for me, I don't draw back.
Yeah.
That's the leadership. That's the people who find in leadership, and this is the reason why our country taking the direction is shaking. We can't only just say it's from the presidency. We can start from the Shushan boys to the Yana boys. You're not novice to the country. You understand the terrain. You understand the ground.
I do.
But thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's get let Muna close us, and then we go to Monk, and then we close it for the day. Yeah. So, Muna,
Yeah.
let's hear
And
you
yeah.
before we go home.
Okay. It's about time. Labyrinth use their general brain instead of personal brain, because as it is now, it's about time Labyrinth use their general brain to see how best the country can move forward. And so let me say many thanks to all our followers. Please keep supporting SKTV, because we'll always be here to tell you the good and the bad, in making sure that we all can work together in making sure our country is on the right path and our counties are on the right trajectory. So let me say thanks to all of you for being there. Until then, Muna Lagri, goodbye.
Thank you, Manala. Great. Let's go to our chief analyst here. Mong, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We gotta go. What's going on?
Yeah, thanks to Muna for that brilliant closing, and she reminded our listeners that if you want for us to keep going, because you already see what's happening. Joseph Boga is 7 months in power, and he's going after people for social media posts. So when they start coming for SKTV, it shouldn't be a surprise to you, because they will get desperate as time goes by. Because our job here is to expose the game. Our job here. Seku, I was reading the report yesterday, and they were talking about the domestic payment, the debt. You know, our debt is 2.3 billion, right? But it divided into international and domestic debt. And one thing we say on SKTV, when it comes to the domestic debt, they don't give you the details in terms of the interest they are paying to those creditors, right? Or people that take it, that they gave the money to, because it's another opportunity for them to go and steal from within the budget. So they will put in the national budget, oh, we'll be paying $129 million in debt, interest payment. But the domestic debt that constitutes 50% of the overall debt, they won't tell you how much amount they are paying in terms of interest rate to those people that they claim to borrow money from. So it's just another loophole. But we'll be here. We will do our research as always. We will give the Liberian people credible, fair, and balanced information. But it's just a sad thing. And if you really believe in this fight, if you think that we can do something collectively, then you got to show up for SKTV in terms of operational costs, in terms of getting the day-to-day activity of SKTV going. So our people in the interior, I told you guys, the reason some of us came to SKTV, because we believe this is the perfect platform for us to get this thing done. For the fact that the average person, people from Grand Gide, from these towns and villages all over the country can listen to what we have to see on SKTV. And the only way we give it, I said, you give it on us. And I believe that you guys are not going to throw it in the tower. But you know, one of the older guys that called at the end of the show, because I think was Mr. Malo, that there was a guy that called before Mr. Malo, and he mentioned it, that hope is not a strategy. You know, hope is something like, hope is just to keep you motivated. But the reason people can say hope is not a strategy, because your action will be in alignment with your hope. If I wake up in the morning and say I'm hopeful of making $5 every day, and for me to wake up from bed, I don't want to wake up to even get on my feet to go and take shower, how can I be hopeful? So hope is not a strategy. When you are taking actions, when you are making decisions in alignment with that hope, then most likely you will get a result.
So, for example, you are a taxi driver or you are Uber driver. You're laying down, you're hoping that tomorrow you will make $200.
Yeah.
In order for you to make that $200, you got to get in your car and drive and start driving
go
around.
out there.
Driving around now, you don't know, you don't got the customer there parking there waiting for you, but driving around, you're hoping you will get more people,
yes,
more money, because your hope is aligning, with
your action. Your action is aligned with your hope.
Yeah.
But you can be going the opposite direction. You're seeing your country is going down the drain. The banks are going on water. People are stealing in the tens of millions of dollars. Every institution is broken. Now they are coming after press freedom. They will come, I know, because SKTV is not going to stop. I know they will come after at a certain point in time. I'm already anticipating that already. So how can you see this thing happening on a day-to-day basis, and yet you claim that you're hopeful for the future? You cannot be hopeful because our action is not aligned with the hope that we are all aspiring to acquire at the end of the day. But tomorrow again, we'll do it. We're champion on our target. But I know my hope now, you see that what I keep saying, this is what we call hope. I'm hoping that by Friday we'll meet our target, but equally so I will keep reminding you, because reminding you that's the action to get out to the hope. Thank you, Mr. Cannon, for the tip. Thank you, everybody.
I like that. Thank you so much, Mark. Muna, thank you so much. Melbourne, thank you. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate your time. Hopefully, we'll be here tomorrow and we will keep doing what we do. And what we do best is making sure we hold our government officials' feet to the fire. And we're not going to relent. We're not going to give up. We'll continue to do what we can do. We want to ask you to continue to support us so we can be able to do what we do best by making sure we bring you the necessary information that you need to know about your country. So together we can see how we can remedy our problems, our compound complex problems. We got a lot of problems going on in our country, but bottom line is if we don't give up, we will find a solution to them. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you all. Be blessed.